Alright. And now we have Primarch Victor's on board.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Okay, let's see if we got any new assets. And we didn't. I guess because the Turians have not actually pledged any help yet. What the hell?
Commander, EDI just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Is this to do with that robot? You know what I told them about putting dangerous robots in the AI core? You guys, nothing to say? No? Okay.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on Deck 3.
See if you can get to
Trying
EDI.
restart
I'll check the
systems,
AI
but
core.
Something's blocking me. Whatever's happening, it's taken EDI offline.
Okay, she was having two conversations at the same time. I guess we'll check that out first. See what's happening there. I hope it's nothing bad. Garrus is here too, of course. Anyway, Adams is in the medical bay as well, for reasons unknown. Probably check in on what's happening in the AI core, which is behind here after all.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your lead.
Shouldn't I have a gun or something before I go in there?
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in. EDI, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
EDI?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me. but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
I told you not to put dangerous robots in the AI core.
EDI, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Yeah, okay. Wasn't expecting that. EDI got a body, and is apparently now a squad mate that we can take with us on missions. This is an unexpected development. Well, we'll see where that leads. I'm very interested to see Joker's reaction, that's for sure. Chuck, was there anything new to say?
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this. No crew health issues to report.
Well, that's good. While we're on this deck, I think we might as well check in on Garrus. We'll see what EDI and Joker are getting up to on the bridge in a bit.
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
I certainly hope so.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
I'm afraid you're right.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Unless we're all dead. Then we won't know.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Definitely good to have Garrus back. It's not the Normandy without him. Of course, now that we have one half of Team Dextro back, makes me even more curious where the other half is.
Good to be back on board, Shepard. It's nice to see Liara again. I actually missed this place. Somehow, I always knew I'd see the Normandy again. Maybe later.
Let me guess. You need to finish those calibrations. Speaking of Liara, let's see what she thinks of the situation.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palvin's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palvin from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
Although I like the amount of dialogue on the Normandy and the fact that the squad mates actually talk to each other in this game, I don't like that a lot of the dialogue does not happen in cutscene mode, but just like this.
Feel free to look around.
Okay. It seems there's new messages on the terminal. Alliance interrogation record. Cerberus operative. Alliance interrogator 1. Check out these implants she's got jammed into her face. She's awake. Cerberus operative unintelligible. Hello? Do you know where you are? Unintelligible. You know how much goddamn trouble you're in? Hey, ease up. Listen, you're in trouble. I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't mean we can't work something out. If you help us, we can... Explosion. Ah! You okay? I'm okay. But holy hell, she's dead. What? The whole front of her face is gone. Some kind of ocular flashbang? Well, shit. Is everyone in Cerberus rigged up like that? Considering they're unintelligible, I wonder if it was a nemesis. They are quite unintelligible. We haven't seen nemesis yet, but we will soon enough. Didn't get any new intel.
At your service.
Sure. Anyone else here? No. Okay, I want to go up to the bridge. See what's going on with EDI and Joker. Yeah, that sometimes happens. That's some lines of dialogue are not spoken. Fortunately, we have subtitles. Apparently, Trainer wants to talk to us.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about EDI.
EDI is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
Grissom Academy was featured in several of the Mass Effect novels, and indeed it was mentioned before in Mass Effect 2, because we sent David Archer there, as Shepard just said, at the end of Project Overlord, after we rescued him from Gavin Archer, his brother. It's also the current working place of Kaylee Sanders, one of the main characters of the books. So one wonders if maybe she is there now.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had EDI perform an analysis. It's fake. EDI thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
She needs to stop doubting herself. Okay, so we have more stuff to check out. And we also have some messages, it seems. Is this Outer's valet? Shepard. I've called and I've sent messages, but I've gotten no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumor the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tenor Noira. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I'm not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us apart again. Thane. Thane? Really? He's in Huerta? Oh, we'll definitely have to visit him next time we're on the Citadel. We'll have to go to the Huerta to visit Ashley anyway, so... See how Thane's doing. And he says he's not in good health. I wonder how his Caprol syndrome is progressing. Hopefully it's not too bad. Because if Thane could help us in this, that would definitely be very welcome. Help request from sender blocked. Commander, my name is John Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in STNR took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. Special Tactics and Recon, that's the Spectres actually. He's just referring to it differently for some reason. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. Sincerely, John Bao, STG, STNR. So that's a Solarian Spectre, it seems, because he was in the STG. And he wants to talk to us on the Citadel. Me, a Spectre? Who's going to be a Spectre? Ashley Williams? Commander, I don't know how to say this. Udina wants me to be a Spectre. Crazy, I know. I'm not a big fan of Udina, but he can make the Spectre thing happen. He's pressing me for an answer, but I don't know what to tell him. I'm too sore to get out of bed, and this gets dropped on me? I told him I'd think about it. If you find yourself near the Citadel, drop by the hospital. I'm getting a little stir-crazy here. Ashley. Okay, well, good to see Ashley's awake, at least. And Udina wants to make her a Spectre. Well, she's certainly capable enough. And I mean, she already made Lieutenant Commander in 6 months, so hell, why not Spectre? I mean, if you're gonna get promoted like crazy, might as well go for the top. Meet me in Purgatory. Wait, Purgatory? Is that the ship we found Jack? From Arya to Loke. I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You don't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. Arya. Okay, so it's not the prison ship where we found Jack, even though that was also called Purgatory. It's a nightclub on the Citadel. And Arya's there. Why is she not on Omega anymore? Well, I guess she'll tell us when we get there. Wait, wasn't she in a nightclub called Afterlife before? And now she's in Purgatory. I see what you did there. Okay, let's check in the cockpit how Joker is responding to EDI's recent acquisition.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that EDI was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, EDI. Yes, you are.
That's about as expected.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated. Commander?
I'm glad they turned the whole calibration thing into a joke. Acknowledging the meme, I suppose.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay, well, it certainly seems like an interesting development. I have to see where that goes. I keep saving here because there's a glitch where if you stand in a certain spot, you get stuck. Okay, and I honestly did not do that on purpose just now. Oh.
Yes, Shepard?
I may just have saved myself by doing this.
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. Its optics face forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh. I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
'Cause she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
I see your sense of humor still needs work. Also, the description of liking things is somewhat similar to a description Data once gave on TNG of how he formed friendships and attachments to other people. I wonder if that was unintentional.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Clever.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Yeah, I guess they see it that way too. Well, as long as you don't lie without reason, I guess we're okay with that.
Carry on, EDI.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Am I still in the stuck spot? No. Good. It also has a tendency to happen when you talk to EDI or Joker from certain spots.
Yeoman Fitch to the AI core. Cleanup on the AI core. Bring a vac unit capable of disposing of foam.
I guess the cleanup after the fire?
Hello, Shepard.
Commander.
Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see how things develop with EDI and Joker and his relationship with EDI, of course.
Commander?
We already talked to Garrus and Liara, but let's see if Engineer Adams and Diana Allers have anything to say. Assuming they're here and not elsewhere. No, Adam, they're here. That's good.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so, feminine? I mean, you're made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail.
Okay.
Buzmek was that. She has got some curves. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
Yeah, you're gonna see that little piece of conversation quite often. He has a wall of pictures here. Missing people, I guess. John, call soon. Call, missing. More missing. Lots of missing. And I have a feeling most of them are not going to be found anytime soon. There's one, or was that on the other memorial wall? Yeah, it was on the other wall. We haven't seen that other wall yet, so don't worry if you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Let's see if Steve and James have anything to talk about.
Sir.
Apparently not. At least Steve doesn't.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
We've been over that. It's not just you. I picked up some new armor pieces, didn't I? Let's see if those... Oh, actually, I could have done that on the engineering deck. I forgot. Let's see, we got these, which give weapon damage, headshot damage. Nah, not willing to sacrifice health for that. Melee damage, we already had that. More weapon damage. If it's power damage, I might be willing to do it, but on the other hand, I tend to prefer health. Okay, so we got a couple new things to do in our journal. We have Priority Sirkesh. Primarch Victus has called for a war summit and has taken the unusual step of including the Krogan. So rendezvous with the Salarian ship and use the Normandy as neutral ground for the summit. So that's our next main mission. And we have Grissom Academy investigation. Grissom Academy needs to be evacuated before the Reapers destroy it, but the ship coming to evacuate the academy faked its signal. Investigate Grissom Academy and rescue the students if necessary. And we'll do that later. Next, though, I want to go to Eden Prime for the From the Ashes DLC mission and see what the Cerberus discovered there. But we'll do so in the next video.